And this is what my hair looks like. This is not acceptable. Let's go fix our hair.
So the first step is to obviously go take a shower, wash out all that crustiness from your hair. It doesn't really matter what shampoo and conditioner you use, but I personally use Herbal Essence with argan oil in it. Argan oil is really good for curly hair, so if you want to check it out, it works really well.
I just took a shower. By now your hair is going to be soaking wet, obviously. And the first thing that you're going to want to do is dry your hair with a towel. And I'm going to tell you, do not do that. Put that towel down and do not put it near your hair. And here's the reason why. For this routine to work, you need your hair as wet as possible. So my hair, all I did was wring it out. I did not put a towel to it or anything. So what I do is I take a clip like this. Guys, that sound effect is called dinosaur scream. There's no point in that edit. It was to make me laugh. Sorry if it was annoying. It doesn't matter what it is, just a clip. And I'm gonna put my hair back as I get dressed. All the water, all the moisture is gonna stay in my hair as I'm getting dressed. Why do I look so white? Ooh, that snap was loud. See? Ah, it's falling. Wait, let me fix. My hair is up out of my face and we're gonna keep it in this up situation while we get dressed. So go get dressed. I'm gonna put on some clothes and I'll be back in like a second for you. I am back. Hair is soaking wet, and if it is not, go wet it again because it's not gonna work if it's not wet. So now what you're going to do is you're going to comb your hair, get all the knots out. Some people with curly hair don't do this, but I find it's easier and my hair curls nicer if I brush it. So get out all the knots. Also, not that anyone cares, but do you see this like orange hair that I got? Literally no idea what it's from. Okay. Now that your hair is all detangled, what I do is I just brush it all back. And I don't put a part or anything just because I think it dries better when there's no part. You can part it if you want, I just don't like to. So now, yes, this works with one product. Sometimes I use two products, but not very often just because curly hair products are expensive and we don't got time for that. I use this. It is called the Cantu Natural Hair Coconut Curling Cream. It looks like this and it smells great. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take about this much and you are gonna rub it in both hands, and we're gonna start off with one side. So I guess here's where you can kind of section it, but I never do. You're gonna take one hand and you're just gonna run it through one side like this, kind of combing your fingers through. Don't be harsh with it. Try to just get it everywhere. Basically all spread in. And now what we're going to do is part it into three. Well, this is what I do. You can put it on however you want. I just find it easiest to do it this way, so you're not loading your hair with a bunch of cream. But I have this hand left, and what I do is I section it into three parts. So I take the bottom and I go like this. Then I go to the middle and I put the cream there, and then the top. And since I already kind of got up here, I do the back, so right here. And then again, comb your fingers through. Okay, so that's basically all put in, and now we have the right side. So do the exact same thing you just did with the left side with the right side. So again, like this much. It's like a decent amount. And then only do one hand. Just trust the process. Again, split it into 3 layers, I guess. And just comb, comb, comb. And now that it is all spread out on the right side, remove that part down the middle. Perfect. And now what I like to do is I just pull it all back and kind of clump it together like so. So that way it kind of all sticks together. See, I got like clumps now going on. Now that it is all clumped back, we are gonna either not put in more or put in more. So you can do this with the Cantu again, or this is where I use another product sometimes, but not always. You can use the Cantu styling gel. I don't use this very often just because it is another product you have to buy. I just started using this not too long ago. It's okay, but I feel like using just the Cantu curling cream is just fine. So don't feel like you have to be putting in so many things into your hair, because you don't. Like, you'll see this works with literally just using this. So if your hair feels like it's pretty thick and it has a lot of cream in it, then do not do this because you're gonna overload it. But if you feel like your hair still needs a little bit more, you're gonna take just a little bit, that much, rub it between your hands, and then this is where you're gonna crunch your hair. So again, if you feel like your hair already has a lot, then don't put the cream on. You're just gonna crunch your hair. Just start crunching and crunching. And this is why your hair needs to be wet, because if it's not wet, it won't crunch. You see? The curls are already starting to become alive. So keep crunching. Again, I'm only using the left hand for the left side, and then I'll use the right hand for the right side so it's even. Sometimes to do the crunching, I will use the gel, but that's only if I really want it to hold, but you don't need to use the gel. I've found that using the cream for this step works just fine, and sometimes I don't even put cream on again, just because that's overload on your hair. So now that you crunched both sides, we're gonna take out that part, and we're just gonna keep flipping back and forth, crunching as much as we can. So now my hair is all crunched out, and I am not parting it, so it's all like pushed back. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna let it start drying. Don't keep wetting it, don't keep putting on curling cream, because that's just don't. You have enough in there now. I know some parts, like for example right here, don't look very crunched out or curly, but that's okay because as it dries, we're gonna keep crunching. So I'm not gonna show this step because if not, half the video would be me just going like this with my hair, but keep crunching your hair. So every few minutes, like maybe 10-15 minutes, I flip my hair so the part doesn't stay, and I keep crunching it. Even if you feel like it's looking like a hot mess, you're just gonna keep going. Literally, that's all there is to it. People are gonna look at you and be like, why do you keep flipping your hair? Because you need it to look good, that's why. Just keep flipping and crunching every like 10-20 minutes as it's drying, and I will check in a little bit so you can see what my hair is looking like. It is about 2 hours later. Look at these curls. And all I used was that one product. So if you're watching all these videos that tell you like you have to use a serum and you have to use like a leave-in conditioner and then the cream and then gel, like no, you really don't. Just keep that in mind. This works basically with any curling product that you have. You don't have to necessarily get Cantu. I used to use one called LA Looks, and it was this blue gel, and it basically did the same thing that happened with the Cantu. I just stopped using it because it got flaky after a while, which we don't like that. But see, it's very cute and it works, and you don't need a crazy amount of products to get your hair like this. So throw that myth out because that's not true. My biggest tips to you are make sure your hair is super wet when you put in the product that you're using. Make sure that you clump your hair before you start crunching it, and while it is drying, make sure you keep crunching it. Make sure you keep flipping it back and forth. Like, do you see how bouncy it is? It's literally because I dried it the way I did. Just keep crunching it. So those are my curly hair tips for you. I hope this gives you more confidence if you're having trouble with your curly hair. Trust me, it took me forever just to figure out that it's not as complicated as it should be. If you have any questions, comment down below. I am no hair expert, but I feel you on the curly hair struggle. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it so much. I love that I'm growing a little family on here, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!